Hi friends, today we are here in Windenburg and we are going to be doing a tiny build for our Tiny Tuesday, and we're going to be using the James Turner Tiny Home Challenge generator. And our goal is, and I did randomize this for 3 turns. I really like the first one because I had more money and better choices, but it's okay. It's all okay. So we have no more than 53 tiles. Your style, your build like Windenburg. So that's why we're in Windenburg. 2 rooms for a room for young adults and a child, a budget of $15.19. And you must include the countertop kitchen utensils and the Read-a-Saurus Kids, Rex Kids poster. So we're going to get busy with doing this, and I think to start off with, we're going to change our money here to our actual budget, which is $15.19. Yes, $15.910. I'm telling you, it is still very early here. I just woke up and I haven't even drank my first cup of coffee. So there you have it. So we're going to set our budget to that. That's why we have a sim here, so we can actually do that. And we're going to get started. So it's actually, gosh, it's 9 o'clock p.m. here. So that's why it's so dark here. And we're going to start off by pulling out the objects that we actually need. So we need to pull the, before I even do that, I need to turn on move object. All right, so we got move objects on. So now we can go with pulling the countertop. I don't know why that didn't come up, but it did not come up, probably because I misspelled counter. Again, I have not had nearly enough coffee this morning, and I left up Lord Kitchens. There it is. We have found it. We gotta have this, and I'm gonna put it in white so I have a better chance of seeing it. If we decide later we want to change the color, we can. And we need to get the poster. So we are going to get those things out there, and we know we got to get something for 2 young adults, so we need a bed. Let's just do this the easy way. We'll hop over here to beds, and we don't have a lot of money, so we're going to go ahead and pull our bed for our child. Something relatively inexpensive would be good. We'll start off with this one because we need this one for our child, and then for our adults we can go with a double bed because I'm thinking this is a mom and dad. I want something that's nice but not super horrible. Yeah, we'll go with this one. This is a good mid-range one. We'll just start off with that. So we've got our bedding for our children, so we know we need to have at least 2 bedrooms. And then yeah, so now we need the actual things that we're going to need for the house. So we know we're going to need a toilet, and no, we're not using the bush of many uses, so we need that. We need one of these, and we actually get away with just a shower, but I'd rather do a tub shower combo. We'll go with this one. So we know we've got what we need, our bathroom, the things that we actually need for the house to be functional. And then we're going to pull some stuff for the kitchen counters, and I think we're gonna go with these. These are not fantastic, but it's better than no kitchen counters, and we really need 2 of these because we need one to be able to hold the kitchen sink, and we need one for food prep. We also know that we need a refrigerator. We don't need a fancy schmancy fridge, we just need a fridge, so we'll go with a fridge for now. And we also know that we need a stove. Well, that's really a misnomer. We don't really need a stove, but we should have a stove. Okay, so with that, our home, with those furnishings right there, we have what we need to make the house functional. So that is great. And then what we need to do is start looking at our house. And instead of working from the outside in, I want to work from a room perspective, because we know we don't have a lot of tiles here to work with. I'm gonna flip on tiny living just to help us keep our tile count going. And I'm gonna make this afternoon so we actually have some brightness here. So we need a child's room. Let's start off with parents' room. Parents need at least, I like to do a 4x4 for any room that's gonna have a double bed. We know we have we need a bathroom, so, and we've got a tub shower combo, so we need at least 2 tiles, 3 tiles, 4 tiles. It's got to be at least a 4-tile bathroom. We're going to go with a 6-tile bathroom. That will give us enough space that we can get our furnishings in there. And then the child's room, we could do a child's room over here. And a child's room is great at a 3 by 3 or even a 3 by 4. We'll do a 3 by 4. That way the walls will line up. And sorry, kiddo, you get a smaller bedroom because there really isn't much room in this house. And then what we will do next is we need to get kitchen. Kitchen doesn't really need to be super big because we just need enough space for it to kind of bump out and then come down. And then we're on 38 tiles. The rest of this can be, ooh, that's tiny. Oh, too big, too big, too big, too big, too big, too big, too big. See, all this has, that's 58 tiles. All right, where can we shrink up some space here? Oh, mom and dad's room is like really huge. All right, that's 55 tiles. Oh, 54 tiles. So we just need to get rid of a tile. Where can we get rid of a tile? I say we get rid of this one. That gives us something that looks more like a defined entryway. And it gets us at our 53 tile count. So we're good there. All right, so let's put this stuff in here because the bathroom is going to be quick and simple because there really isn't much you're going to do with the bath. All right, so bathroom is effectively done. And then we've got parents' room, we've got our kids' room, and we're going to stick, there's a door has to go there. I say we put this here and we'll stick this here and we will change this to, I don't want whole counter thing to change. I need it to go to this, but I want this one. And now we have the actual counter there. And we can actually still use this one, but instead of that, let's scoot this over to an end piece so it doesn't take up all of our space. And I'm thinking that our kid doesn't need this much space because we really could use some additional space here. Where is that? It's 55, so I can't do that, right? That keeps us at 50. All right, where else can I snag some space? I could do this on the half tile, and that still gives us plenty of space and frees up some additional space for tile count. I really would like some more space here, but I gotta get rid of 2 tiles. Where can I get rid of 2 tiles? If I get rid of this and I change this shower over to this bad boy here, that would give us 2 additional tiles. Hey, I just got rid of some tiles. Why aren't you counting that? Still 53 tiles. Okay, I'm not sure how that happened. All right, well, we're still at 53, so. All right, so while we're here, I say we try to figure out how we're going to roof this bad boy because this is a terrible shape to have to roof. All right, so let's start off with one of these bad boys. And then one of these, and maybe one of these. Well, turn that one up. That doesn't look like a right angle. Let's change this roof texture. This is a cute little family house. It's not anything super spectacular, so maybe we'll go with the fairly weathered shingle here, and let's get a door to the outside. We don't need anything super huge. We don't have a lot of space here anyway, so we'll just go with the basic door, and I'm actually going to put it a little off center here. We might come back and change that color, not right now. And we want to add a little bit of interest to the outside, so we're going to take one of these little wall vents and pop it up here. Maybe shrink it up even because it looks awfully big. Here's what we need. We need to add a little more interest to the front of the house, and I think a nice awning would do quite nicely. It doesn't have to be anything major, just a little something something just to add it on, so we have a little bit of kind of shelter happening there. Can we shrink it down? How big? Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks good. All right, we definitely need to get a few windows in here, but I don't want to go crazy with the windows because again, we don't have a lot of money here and we still got to paint. So let's do, we'll do these nice big family windows. No, they're too big, too big. Of course, all my favorite windows are going to be too big. For right now, I'm going to keep everything white until I click on my color change. Now, we know the bedrooms need windows, so we give them a couple of windows there. That's the bathroom, so we're not going to worry about the bathroom. And maybe here and here. Let's pop inside. Give mom and dad 2 windows here. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't know that I'm okay with that particular window placement. I don't want it on that, and if I put it on the hard wall, if we go with that window, then move the fridge over here, put in a real object. All right, I can accept that kitchen, and let's see if we can get a little dining room table in there. Something small. All right. So everything in the house is working right now. I didn't really have any concerns about the bedrooms. I figured those were going to be opened up enough, or the bathroom for that matter, but I did test them and they all work. The kitchen works just fine, and it doesn't stop anybody. This table is not too big. It doesn't stop anybody from routing around. They do route this way around, as opposed to just going straight through here. So this is a little tight. If you don't need the 3rd chair, you can, or the 4th chair, you can always delete it. All right, so let's work on this living room real quick. And again, I'm still going with some of the most inexpensive furnitures that we have. But since we have about $7 grand, we aren't really hurting on the money front. So I might go up a little bit on quality, or should I say comfort. Let's blow some money on a TV. Yeah. All right. So now that we've got that done, we do need to paint up the front of this house. And this is supposed to be in the style of Windenburg, which means that we are most likely going to go with something that's a little more Tudor inspired. But to start, you think? What if we change the... we'll work on the windows and the doors here. All right. So I didn't like the door, and I'm trying to find something else that's kind of in the same field of Storybook kind of mentality here, and I'm leaning towards something like this. How much is this door? $250. But I want some other color. The nice gray would be good, or maybe even this beige with the gray trim, because we do have a lot of gray happening here. So I think that looks kind of interesting. And if we change up our windows, especially this one here on the front, to something more in that same vein, I would love something like that, but that's just way too big, and that's not the right color. Maybe that. I don't really like that. I don't like that window at all, actually. Let's undo that. I do like that. So we're going to set that aside for just a second. I think we're going to use this one over here. How does that look from the inside? Oh, yeah. Definitely, yeah. Okay, this one can go away. Still got plenty of funds. All right, still working on those outside windows here. Maybe something like this. That's just way too big for this house. Need something much, much smaller. Maybe something like that. Going to... Why did I have like 3 of those? That's weird. Oh yeah, that's better. Takes away a lot of that harshness that we had with black. And we can still keep the gray. Just mute it down. That's much, much better. All right, back to windows. Yeah, I think I could probably get away with that on these walls. It's a bigger wall, much bigger space. All right, that's pretty good. I do kind of want something on that here, something like that. Yeah, get some actual light in here, and it kind of follows the same vein. So we're good. We're good. We're good. All right, let's get some. See what we can do in the way of painting of these walls. Let's start off with looking at some tile here. Now, I absolutely love the jungle adventure stuff because it blends so beautifully, and you can make things just do spectacular here. For the bathroom, oh yeah, we didn't have a shower. We had like the little stand all shower. So we definitely need a full tile in this bathroom. We got like a full tile in there, and then for our walls here, we need to get ourselves something. This is supposed to be the parents' bedroom, and for our kids' bedroom, I really kind of want to go with this. Maybe not all of that. That looks kind of crazy. All right, let's mellow this down a little bit. Maybe get a little paneling in there so it doesn't feel so like locked in the woods. So we just end up with one accent wall. We're going to break it up with some curtains too. We should have plenty of money for that. All right, so all the walls are painted. You know what I didn't do? These walls. Actually, let's take the coward's way out. That should fix all of that. We'll change that off to that. And we need to fix the trim here. Alrighty, so that is... Now let's look at floors. Yes, floors. I would think that a house like this would have something a little rustic going on the inside. Something like that, maybe. So it contrasts to the overall walls itself. And in here, all right, so we still have about $2,000. So we got some money to play with here. And one thing I would really love to get is going to be mirror. And I think we need some carpet to warm this place up a little bit. So let's see what rugs we have. Definitely too big, so we got to size it down. And that fits lovely. Ooh, and the kid does need a few things. So let's get over here to the kid's stuff and see if we can't get him a few bits and pieces of toys and such. Something for his creativity. Give him one of those so he can do some drawing. We'll give him some bracelet making so he can work on his little doodad stuff. And it would be pretty sad not to have some, at least a little horse, maybe a blarfy. We'll give him one of these. All right, none of that interferes, so we are good. So he's got some creativity, he's got some imagination, got some communication stuff, and he's got his little bracelet making kit. Now, mom and dad's room is very, very plain. I think they could go with a rug too. And I'm actually leaning towards something that's going to be in the pink or yellow thing, maybe even green. No, none of those are going to work for me. That gives them a rug in there. And we probably could use something under the dining room table. I love these wicker rugs for that, but we're going to go with something rather neutral. And no, I'm not putting one in the kids' room. I'm evil that way. I think over the parents' bed, there needs to either be another window or we need to have some artwork. And since we got a lot of yellow on the floor and we're going up into blue, we need to either pull out some more of this green here or pink. Let's look at green first and see what we have for actual artwork. I don't want anything floral, or at least predominantly floral. I think that would be far too much for this particular bedroom. Oh, now these are kind of interesting. I don't hate it, but I don't really love it either. Not really what I had in mind. Yeah, let's go with just some mega art. That'll work. Oh, and before I forget, because I've already forgotten, we got to get these two things inside the house. Let's grab this one, and we'll stick it over here by the stove. And we need to get our poster and plop it on the wall. That way we don't forget about them. And we still have some more money to spend. So, all right, so we got quite a bit of money left. And one thing that we don't have anywhere in this house are books. And I think that's sad. I really do. So let's go over here to storage and get us a bookshelf. It doesn't have to be a big, massive bookshelf. We don't really have space for a big, massive bookshelf, but I definitely think we could use something. And I would like something low. Yeah, something like this. Serves as both a console table for the TV, so we can deal with that, and it's a bookshelf, so that works too. Multiple levels, multiple functions, works for me. And we do need to get, I was going to put some curtains in the house. Ooh, you know what we don't have on this lot? A trash can. So let's get in here and let's find ourselves a trash can. I believe it's under appliances and miscellaneous. Now, where in this house are we going to put trash there? And we will stick our outdoor bin here around the back of the house. All right. So we got $35 left, so there will be no curtains. Let's see. What can we get for $35, you think? Can we get some other posters maybe for the kids' bedroom? Let's hop over to decorations, and we'll look at some posters and see what we can get there. Maybe we can do something like this. That leaves us with $10. What can we get for $10, do you think? Still the $5 mark. And we'll get that kid height chart. And with that, we are at $0. We have placed 53 tiles. Let's pull up our thing here. We have no more than 53 tiles, and we have our 53 tiles here. We are in the style built like Windenburg, so we are in the world of Windenburg, and we do have this beautiful little home sitting here in the style of Windenburg. We have room for 2 young adults. Ta-da! So mom and dad can sleep there, and a child, kiddo, can sleep there. Our budget was set at $15.19, and we are there with that. And we needed to use the kitchen, the countertop kitchen utensils, and the Rhedosaurus poster. And there's our Rhedosaurus poster. So with that, I think we have got it done, and we just need to throw out some simple landscaping, but we have no money. So yeah, we're gonna have to hit the debug, and I'm gonna pop in real quick and do that and get right back. Okie dokie, folks. I have hit the debug menu and gone through and got us some big old trees in here. I didn't do a lot of placement of anything spectacular. I did put some flowery bushes in, a little bit of terrain paint, and a few other little items to help things along. But as you see here, we have our, I'm not going to bother going into first person mode here. We do have our tiny living room, our great big gigantic TV. We have a lovely little kitchen, plenty of space to cook and do everything that you need to do. Space for doing your eatings. We have our child's room. Our test sim is still in place. And we have our little doggo here. We've got a little toy, and we've got our little art station. We also have our parents' room. This one's very, very simple. We had such a tight budget. We went with what we could afford, and this is what we could afford. So, and then our very tiny bathroom. I really did want to put a window here, and I just never did. I just felt like it. One, I just couldn't afford it. So there you go. But that's our little tiny home. I hope you have enjoyed this. And if you have, give me a like, a share, or a subscribe. I would appreciate it greatly. And I wish you all lots of love and luck, and see you next week. Bye.